Joe Cordial and I love BTS. So the first two episodes of BTS Burn the Stage came out yesterday. I really enjoyed them. The first episode was free to watch, and the second episode you had to have either a YouTube Red subscription or you had to buy the episode, which I just bought the episode. It was like $2.40. I was like, of course I'm gonna buy it. I thought of maybe waiting until it was up on like a streaming website, but then I was just like, nah, no. These boys work really hard for me. The least I can do is pay $2.40 to watch them, okay? So I just thought I'd go through some of the things that happened in it in case like you've watched it and you just want to know my opinions, or you haven't watched it, or you're thinking of watching it, or you're thinking of buying it. If you're thinking of buying it, just pay the money. Just pay the money, okay? So I'm going to be talking about episode 2 in this video. I might do a video about an episode 1, but this is more important to me right now because not everybody can watch it. So it starts, wait. First of all, it starts off with like audio of heavy breathing, which like, rude. Second of all, like we see some videos, like some black and white footage of them just like dancing, practicing, you know, just the general overall preparation for the shows, which I really like to kind of see like how much they work. Like obviously they work so much. I'm getting so worried. My heart. The overall vibe of this episode is my heart. Also, I really do love black-haired Suga. It is really nice. Okay, never mind. So, you know, you have that, like, raw interview format, which I really like that because it just kind of feels like, you know, a diary of what's going on in their head. I really appreciate to hear, like, their raw thoughts and opinions, and I don't know, I really like that kind of informal kind of contact with the boys. Something they just kept on coming back to was, like, working hard, just wanting to do a good job. Not even just doing like a good job, they have to do a great job. They have to, the word I saw a lot was duty, like it was their duty to do this, and I'm like, oh. I'm so grateful for how they view their fans, and it's like, it's not just like, I'm doing this to get money, it's like, I'm doing this because this person loves me, and this person respects me so much, I need to give them the best thing back. And what the F did we do to deserve these boys? No. Whew. So I got really worried about Jimin in this episode because I already always have the feeling like Jimin always has doubts in himself and always has these extreme... He's not confident in himself. He's not... he's a really confident dancer, but he's not always confident in his singing and in his looks, and and you can see him being nervous, and it is suggested to him, oh, do you want to like lower it down half a key? Which like so many singers do that. Sia does that, Adele does that. All these singers who do these like really difficult songs usually lower the song down half a key just so they can still get the sound, but it's easier for them to sing. But he was kind of like, no, it would be easier, but like, no. And like, I got so worried about him because of how upset and distraught, like he was visibly upset over the fact that he made two minor little mistakes. Two tiny little mistakes. His voice cracked, which there is nothing you can do about that. I sing all the time. Sometimes your voice just cracks. I don't know. It's just like, it's like a muscle spasm or something. It just happens. And then his mic dropped. Mic drop. And again, nothing he could do about it. And he was so visually upset. And I was just like, I wanted to give him a hug. Like, we do not deserve these boys. What the F? I think if I could say something to Jimin is that like, oh my god, he is so talented and he needs to see that for himself and he needs to be more confident and comfortable in himself because oh my god, you're making me so nervous, boy. I kind of grasped that Jungkook said that he feels like he'll never experience something like this again. And in a way, I agree with him, but I think I'm thinking of it differently than him. I'm seeing it like, no, it's always, you're just growing at the moment, and you're still going to be growing, and there's so much more. Everything that you'll experience it again, but in a different way. I feel like they could do a bigger world tour. It could be insanely huge. Oh, these boys are coming. And Jin said something, I just want to bring this in here very quickly. There's like little small things that I just picked up on that I was like, Jin said that he had an attitude of gratitude. And like, boy, I'm so grateful just for you saying that. I'm so grateful for you. I can't explain it quite well. And throughout the whole video, I always feel them putting the pressure on themselves. Me personally, I never want to pressure them at all. I don't want to put pressure on them, and I don't want other people to put pressure on them. Like, I don't feel like ARMY puts a lot of pressure on them. I feel like they put a lot of pressure on themselves. It's self-inflicted. And although I'm very grateful that they want to give us the best performances that they possibly can, I just want to make sure they're okay. Jimin also said they don't ask for anything back. Jimin, I'm going to ask for one thing, and that is that you take care of yourselves. Because, like, emotionally, physically, I don't know, spiritually, take care of yourself. Give yourself a little hug. Understand that you're human. Understand that not everything is going to be perfect all the time, and that is okay. But I just want them to take care of themselves and be okay. But I really do like, because there is a very good mix between, you know, the serious topics and then the like light-hearted fun moments when like the birthday cake. The birthday cake. Can we just talk about that scene? Because it just depicts the boy so well that like Jimin starts messing with J-Hope, being like, oh, look at the cake on his face, and then J-Hope ends up dropping the cake. Oh, and then it landed on, whose bag did it land on? Was it Suga's bag? Jungkook's? I couldn't hear who said, that's my bag. Oh, but it was just so good. Oh my god. It was just so cute. And then like Jimin falling to his knees, and then them all just kind of smiling and laughing about it. It was, nobody was like actually mad over the fact that the cake was dropped. It was just, you know, oh sorry, I have my notes here. I watched the episode twice. I watched it once just for pure pleasure, and then the second time I watched it, I wrote down loads of notes. And then again, we see them just, you know, having this like informal, like fun time when Namjoon lost his passport. Because it just kind of shows me how well they all know each other, because nobody was surprised at all. Everyone was just like, ugh, this again. They were just all like done, unsurprised, not even surprised anymore. Just like, yep, this is what happens. Namjoon loses his passport. And somebody said, hang his passport around his neck from now on, which, like, true. And then again, we see the nice little, like, banterful interactions between them when they're all kind of, like, speaking English, which I really like to see them speaking English. You see, because them speaking English is not something they have to do. They can just learn off the English parts for their songs, and they can just rely on Namjoon to translate things for them. They're using their own initiative to learn it off because they know they have so many international fans, and that's really wonderful. And it was just like nice to see how Namjoon just gives them those little tips. And he was like, oh, the cool people say, was that? Not what was that? You know, it's just sweet. And Cookie's pronunciation, I mean, I was shook by Cookie's pronunciation on the Ellen show, but like Cookie's got really good pronunciation, and I was like really like. And then V, oh my god, Taehyung, and he was like, can you speak more slush slowly? I thought that he was just making a joke, but then other people were saying that he meant to say slowly and then he just messed up on the pronunciation, which, like, same. I'm an English student. I can't speak English for the life of me. It's so bad. I also felt like there wasn't a lot of Taehyung in this episode. Like, I didn't take that many notes on him because I couldn't. I liked what he said. He was like, I'm 22. Wait, I'm turning 23 this year. But yeah, I hope to see more of him in the upcoming episodes. I don't know if that was just me taking down notes and missing things or what it was, but I just hope to see more of Taehyung in the future because he's squishy. Some more nice things for just seeing them eating together and being idiots. Cookie doing that dancing and them all just like losing it laughing. It was just nice to see that like pure, raw relationship and interaction, and like those kind of interactions, you just can't fake them. And then it was really nice of them that, like, because Yoongi wasn't with them, they brought him food anyway. And that was really funny when J-Hope was like knocking on the door and being like, "I'm your Hope," and then you couldn't even see Suga's face. You couldn't see his face, but I could see his face. I could just see it in my head, him with like his eyes kind of half open, maybe his mouth open, like just kind of like grabbing at the bag. He did not want to interact with anybody, and he just kind of wanted to crawl back into bed and eat his food and just sleep. Oh, so Suga. Another small detail that I really liked was when they were backstage and J-Hope and Jin were dancing, and J-Hope just kind of like helped Jin a little bit. Like he was like, "Yeah, this is the move," and like Jin just did it once or twice more, and J-Hope was like, "Yeah, that's it." Like, just those small. Also love the wise words of Suga. If we enjoy it, they enjoy it, which is true. True. All we want to see is you guys having a good time. We like to see that raw kind of joy from you guys. We never want anything to be faked or stunted. If you're not having a good day, that's okay. If you enjoy it, we enjoy it. If you're happy, we're happy. Sasta? And then the last thing I'm going to be talking about is obviously Cookie. I knew these boys were hardworking. I knew these boys were hardworking, but I never ever want them to sacrifice their health or their well-being for us, for their craft. I don't want that. Like, my heart was hurting. Like, do you ever get that feeling where like your whole chest is like hurting, and I was just like, I want to give him a hug. I know this happened in the past, and I know Cookie's okay now, but my heart was hurting, and I was like, I just want to give him a hug, and it's not fair, and we do not deserve this boy and everything that he does for us. And then to see people on the internet sexualizing that and saying like, it was so hot to see him like panting. Or is that why you thought it was sexual? Because he was panting? He was exhausted. He was completely and utterly out of battery. It was as if he was a phone and he just turned off. If you were one of those people who were sexualizing him, that is absolutely disgusting and it's terrible, and we do not deserve this boy. Cookie, I want to kiss you and squish your face. Oh my god. It also meant a lot to me to see how the other members reacted, to see like their faces of like that pure worry and anxiousness over someone else. Namjoon really did shine as the leader. Like, if you didn't know that RM was the leader before this episode, you know now. He like, just his presence, his attitudes, his words, the way he was treating Cookie, the way he was saying, Cookie, don't overwork yourself, don't overdo yourself, you're literally gonna faint right now, don't push yourself. And that meant a lot to me, and I'm pretty sure it meant a lot to a lot of the army, just to see, you know, the caring side. They're not just a machine that are just like work, make money, work. It's caring. But Jungkook just gave me such bad anxiety. I got so worried about him. I just wanted him to be okay. I just want him to be okay. I want him to take care of himself. And then to see him get on stage and act like he's fine? What did we do to deserve that? No. What did we do to deserve that? I can't think of one thing that we did to deserve such a hard-working person. Oh my god. I'm literally tearing up. I have copious amounts of respect for these boys, for how hard that they work. And I think that is a really big reason as to why BTS Burn the Stage is so important, because we're seeing all this stuff that like most people don't get to see from their idols. And it means a lot to me to see how much that they care. And I showed Oh god. Oh, my teardrop fell on the page. So feel free to tell me your opinions down below. I'd really like to hear them because I want to see if there's anything that I missed. I probably missed so much. And I can't wait for next week's episode. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on my social media, leave the link down below. I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye.